Hey, this is MassX with a brand new Kaiju number 8 video, and we just got the first day of raids kicking in, but I wanted to talk a little bit more about this game and honestly concerns, red flags that I have right now, especially out of just coming out of Marvel Mystic Mayhem, and I'm seeing a lot of the same tendencies here, which has me very concerned. And why do I say that? Well, Marvel Mystic Mayhem came out. Again, beautiful game. I love the way they do the artwork. I thought it was presented very well. The gameplay was good. Not amazing by no means. They chose to go the route of 3 character teams. Some people like that, some people don't. But I digress. But content became an issue very clearly. There was no initial roadmap. There was nothing to really know where the game itself was going. It's very similar to this game. There's no PvP in that game. Oh, actually, I take that back. There is a type of PvP, but it's questionable at that. But in anywho, this game is showing a lot of the same tendencies that I saw in that, and I have some concerns about it. Because if you've been playing this game since day one, then you already know that this game, you're probably already done with the main story area. The side stuff, you're probably close or already completed. And a lot of people have pretty much finished up almost everything they can do in this game, including myself. And now it's just kind of been farming, seeing if you get a special mission drop for the day. And we're what? How many days since launch? A handful? That's concerning, and I'm really starting to worry because the first announcement from the developers only talked about this raid area that just dropped. And the one thing, and again, a lot of games are guilty of this, is the gameplay itself is very much no different in any mode. So that's a concern. And this game is clearly going to be story-based. They are going to do original content, and that's what they're going to push out for this game in a lot of ways. And of course, they have said, though, we are going to be getting Chapter 3 to the story closer to the end of the month of September. So at least they have that queued up. But how long is it going to keep people's interests? Because honestly, you're looking at almost the same thing every time. You're either fighting a very big kaiju or a couple smaller ones. Doesn't make a difference if it's for resources or if it's for story or if it's for raids such as this. When you push everything aside, it's pretty much the exact same. Now again, it looks great. It is semi-interesting to play at times, but as each day goes on, I'm finding that interest waver a bit because I feel like I'm looking at the same thing. The uniforms, yes, they're faithful to the anime, but we're looking at the same animations over and over again. Why not produce something so maybe we have different animations? Maybe they have some sort of means to put some sort of outfits in the game. We do, have just a singular banner right now, which is nice. I appreciate that when a company only releases one banner at launch, which I think is great. It allows a lot of people to get that character. It's here for a couple weeks. They give plenty of time. Is their economy very free-to-play friendly? I don't know if it's very free-to-play friendly. It's not the worst, but it is by no means the best. But you do get a fair amount of tickets to pull on the standard banner, playing through everything, quite a bit at that. There is, some modes that are better than others, of course, but they all really come down to the same thing in the end. And so that's why I wanted to bring this up, because I just have that feeling, and having been burned by Marvel Mystic Mayhem, I just don't want to see this game go on the same track. And I wish the developers would would give us some sort of roadmap. So for instance, you go into the story mode, everything's complete. Go into memories, everything's complete. Go into characters, everything is complete right now. So then that leaves you with their expedition mode, which is just an AFK mode. It's kind of fun, but it's nothing you're going to play for more than, 5 minutes each day to maybe expand it out. The fierce battle area is probably the best of all the areas because you do have to expand out into 2 teams, so you do have to do a little bit more, and that's kind of where I think they need to get creative, is branching out from just this structured 4 character team that's literally in everything that we're doing, because even then when you're going into your training, it's just the same thing over and over again. And most of mine are 4, 6, 5, 6, it's just pretty much as I'm doing them, I'm just, okay, I'll push another one, but I can already see that kind of, because I don't care. I don't want to watch it. It's all autoed. So yeah, I have some serious concerns about this. I really believed that the team itself really, hats off to them. The hype they had going for this game was crazy. They really clearly knew what they were doing, and they picked some pretty, well-known content creators. And I'm sure, there was paid promotions to do that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Every game does it, and basically it's just a glorified commercial in the end. But the hype was real. If you looked those first few days and the lead up to it, everybody under the sun was dropping videos and doing that. So, they did what they needed to do, like you do with any new shiny toy that you're going to release. But now the shiny toy, I feel like it's already starting to not look so shiny. Now again, I don't think this game is going anywhere. I have a feeling that when we look at the first month's revenue for this thing, it is going to do big money, especially in Japan. I think Japan is going to basically blow this one out. Again, I'm not talking 50 million, but I would not be shocked if this game brought in over 10 million month 1, and then probably the significant chunk of that is Japan. But either way, how far will it go with keeping player interests and downloads and retention? And I think they really do need to come forward with their roadmap and show us what we're going to see, because we've been burned a lot this year in games, quite honestly, and I think a lot of people just aren't patient anymore, and they shouldn't be, because there's so many great games out there that you can play, be it on console, PC, or mobile, that why do you want to sit around and play something that becomes to be a chore for you? So yeah, I do have some concerns. So if you're playing this game, let me know your thoughts, because honestly, I did not expect to have that feeling so quickly playing this game. There's only so far a beautiful game can get you. There has to be something more to interact with. And yeah, how many times can I see the same animation over with? They all look great, but we need to mix it up. We need some different gameplay modes, and make things a little bit more engaging for your player base. And I think this game would have legs and be there for a while, because they have the right idea with using original content to drive this game in the end. You'll still have what the content's out there in the manga and the anime, but then you'll have all this side story stuff, especially for people that are fans, and they'll eat it up, especially if you're working with the original creator. So again, that's all I want to talk about, because I'm just worried that I'm at my point where in a few weeks, if it's this same thing, this same game loop that we're having on a daily basis, I don't know for sure if it's going to keep my interest any longer, which is a shame. because I like the IP. I like the game's guts. I just think it needs more. So with that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.